Everyone, welcome back to the maths class of Mount Litra Z School, Surat. This video regarding chapter 11 money. All the concepts already we have done in the live class. So this is the video which is based on the concepts that we are going to convert. We are going to discuss in this chapter 11 money, right? So here you can see in the shared slide. This is first question is this: the convert the following rupees into paisa. Have to convert rupees into paisa. According to Indian currency, you should know that 1 rupee we have 100 paisa or paise, right? Now, if 1 rupee we have, so how many paisas we have? We'll be having 100 paise. If we have rupee 5 and 25 paisa, so how will you get to know that will come 525? So rupee 5, if we have 1 rupee 100 paisa or paise, right? So 5 rupee will be 500 paise, and the additional paises are given 25, so that will come 525 paise, right? So that way you can do rupee 8, that will come 800 paise, rupee 5, that will come 500 paise, rupee 7 and 50 paisa extra, so that will come 750 paise. That way you can do. If I do this way, so 102 rupees, so this 102 rupee will multiply with the 100, because 1 rupee we have 100 paise. So 102 rupee will multiplied with 100, that will come 10,200, right? And plus 50 paisa extra, so that will come rupee 10,250 paise, right? So that will come 10,250 paise. Rupee 128 and 45. So if convert this rupee into paise, rupee 128 into 100, that will come 12,800 paise and 45 paisa extra. So this will come 12,845 paise, right? And next we have 308 rupees 61 paise. So this goes to multiply with 100. 308 into 100, additional paise is given 61, so 30,861 paise. This way we will do. Next we have convert into rupee and paisa. So you can see paisa is given 1650 paisa. So this concept if comes, so we have to divide this by 100. We know that 100 paise means what? 1 rupee, right? So this 1650 paise have to divide it by 100. So last two zeros, count two digits from back and put the decimal. So that means before decimal you have rupees and after decimal you have paise, right? So in that way we have 16 rupee 50 paise, right? If I go with this 850 paise divided by 100, so that means rupee 8.50. Same way we have 925 paise. So divided by 100, count two digits from back, put the decimal. That means 9.25. It means 9 rupee 25 paise. If I go with that question, so this is paisa is given. This is going to be divided by 100. So in that rupee 10 and 5 paise. Clear? So these are two concepts when how to convert rupee into paisa and paisa into rupee. Regarding the next, we learnt cost price, selling price, profit and loss. What is cost price? It is the price at which the shopkeeper or the retailer purchases the items, goods or commodity from the wholesaler. CP, cost price. What about the selling price? It is the price at which the shopkeeper sell item, good, commodity to the customer. So it, in short, it says SP, that means selling price, CP, cost price, the item, the price at item which is purchased, right? At which price it is purchased, that is cost price. At which price it is sold, that is called selling price. Next we have profit and loss. So simple relation we have, if SP is greater than CP, if selling price is greater than CP, that means you'll be having profit, and if SP is lesser than CP, if SP is less than CP, that means it would be loss, right? So if CP is greater than SP, so vice versa also we can say we have a loss, and loss equals to CP minus SP. And if SP is greater than CP, we have a profit. Profit means what? SP minus CP. Clear? So this already we have done in the live classes. Next we have, these are the examples that I have written on it. So I'm sharing the solution of it, how you can solve it. Here it says, this is an example. TV was bought for rupee $18,950. So here we'll consider Indian currency. The case is in rupee. So considering this, a TV was bought. Bought means the purchased one. So CP is already given. That is given 18,950. And the loss is also given. Loss is rupee 4,780. What about the SP? Now you might be thinking, with using that formula, how can you calculate SP? So in case of loss, as you know that in case of loss, SP will be less, right? SP will be less. So how it would be less? When you subtract these two items, so the formula will come out CP minus loss. So 18,950 have to subtract 4,780. Get that subtraction. So this would be your SP. So a TV was bought for rupee 18,950 and loss of 4,780. So the selling price would be lesser, and that would come out 14,170 SP of TV. Clear? Next also we have one more example. Zain sold her genset. Sold means what? Selling price. And this regarding the Indian currency. This is of rupee case. Jane sold her gen set for 20,000 at a profit 1,737. Find CP. So what's the items are given? SP is given rupee 20,000, right? Profit is given 1,737, and CP you have to find out. How will you find the CP when these two terms are given? So in case of profit, SP is always more. So already in that case SP is given, so that means CP will be less. So in which case it will be less when you subtract these two items. So SP minus profit, right? So 20,000 minus 737. So 20,000, 1,737, get that subtraction. 10 minus 7, 3, 9 minus 3, 6, 9 minus 7, 2, 9 minus 1, 8, and that would come 1. So 18,263 will be CP of that genset. And the last topic we have the overhead expenses. What are the overhead expenses? Apart from the cost price, the shopkeeper asks the additional charges for the transportations or labor or maintenance or the repairs. These are called the extra expenses, right? So these are called overhead expenses. Overhead expenses, or you can say the extra expenses. So how will you calculate this, on which basis? So all the given extra expenses you have to add in the given cost price. That would come TCP, that says total cost price. On that basis you have to calculate the profit or loss, right? So this is all done. Thank you.